back in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big sales top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others and set the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, this a master pass. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big sale in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big sale on your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big sale in your radio. F-H-O, F-H-O, F-H-O. Big sale on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and let it ride, man. We gone, man.
What's up, Big Sale? This is your boy Passionate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
What up? This is Chris from Exclusive Sounds. When I'm not doing music on bikes, I'm tuned in to the FHO Podcast Radio.
Yo, man, it's your boy Big Sarge from Florida Chapter Soul Brothers, man. Y'all know how I get on. I'm always listening to my man Big Sale from FHO Podcast Radio. We keep it motorcycling.
Yo, this is Visions by Cinnamon Smiles. If I'm not advertising, networking, or promoting for you, I'm tuned in to FHO Radio with Big Sale, shouty.
Yo, what's up, man? This is your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Sale, the FHO ABCDEFGHNIC. Big Sale, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's ride.
What up? I into my Uncle Big Sale in the FHO Radio.
Good morning, man. Good Tuesday morning, man. I'm finna not be liked after this video, I can already tell. And personally, don't give a fuck if you like me or not. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. Follow me, don't follow me. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to be me, and have to say it how I need to say it. All right, so again, good Tuesday morning, man. Hope everybody's staying safe. Hope everybody washing their hands. I hope everybody just doing what we got to do. You know, people are sending me videos of people that are not, you know, giving 6 feet and the whole 9 yards, and that's their prerogative, man. I'm going to give myself 6 feet. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to not cough and breathe in your bullshit. So it is what it is, man, with this COVID-19 shit. One thing I will say is I don't even watch the news no more. I'm done with all the news shit, all the hype, the scare tactics, and all the bullshit. But this morning I was watching the news, man, and I saw a thing in the news where they've pushed it back or extended the order, because now it was April the 3rd, April the 7th, April the 10th, April the 17th, now April the 20th. Now it's May 1st when we're supposed to have this big super duper outbreak of coronavirus. And I know this, people don't want to hear this shit, and I ain't, trying to be anti-coronavirus, because this shit is something to take serious, and this shit is something to be worried about. But listen, man, all I'm telling you is don't nobody know how this shit is. They trying to figure this shit out as we go, and I understand that. But we do know, if you cover your mouth, cover your hands, wash your hands, watch what you touch, give everybody their 6 feet, then it helps with stopping this bullshit. We do know that. And we do know if you, put your face in some type of heat and breathe it in and all. We some of the stuff that we do know is all we need to be concentrating on. The rest of this bullshit, let it go. Again, don't send me no fear tactic videos and this and this. I got you. Trust and believe that. I had to say that this morning because I'm not being scared. I'm being cautious. That's just it. That's just what it is for me. This COVID-19 thing, man, is not going to just destroy me and my family. And then, then they went to talk about the divorce rate is up, domestic violence is up. Man, you mean to tell me that people can't get along and people can't live in their own house with their family. Man, I don't want to hear all that shit. Anyway, this morning I'm not in a good zone, man. I'm not in a good place. I'm not in a good place. One of my family members, and I love this dude to death. Okay, and I'm almost I gotta get my strength for this one today. One of my family members, man, in FHO, posted a picture. Look, the picture looked hard as a motherfucker, and he's a hell of a dude, hell of a dude. But just like I'm gonna talk about me, I'm gonna talk about my family, I'm gonna talk about my mom, my dad, whoever example I can use to prove a point, I'm gonna use that example. It's nothing personal. And he knows that. He knows I love him more than anything else. So he posted a picture, man, of he was out on his motorcycle yesterday with a peanut helmet on. If you know anything about the peanut helmet is almost like the equestrian helmet that they wear to ride on them. It's just something to put on your top. It has no protection, no safety, no nothing. That video affected me in a way, and it brought back a vision of an accident that I saw with one of my best friends. I ain't gonna say best friend, but one of the guys that I know. He was cool dude, real cool dude, good friend to me. Went down on his motorcycle at 20 miles an hour. He was only doing 20. But he made a wrong turn or something, whatever, he fell. And because he had that peanut type shell helmet on, he hit the back of his head and died right there on the spot. That affected me, man, in a way that, I done seen death before. I done seen somebody get killed right in front of me. I done seen car accidents. I done seen all kind of shit where, and this ain't my life. I'm not promoting that part of my life or whatever. But just growing up, I've seen all type of deaths. But that death really fucked me up because it was something so silly and something so petty. Like, dude, he wasn't even going fast. Then I saw another accident, man, with my boy had his mom on the back. And she had a DOT helmet on, the little, I call them the little Gomer Pyle type helmets. It was DOT, but it was a half helmet. And he had his mom on the back. She had the half helmet on. And he went down. And his mom lost the whole bottom end of her face for wearing a half helmet. These are not things that I'm telling you. These are things that I saw. And even now I'm getting emotional just seeing these pictures, these visions. I'm not on here today to play with y'all today. Listen, we already doing some dangerous shit by riding these motorcycles, hands down. We already doing it. Every time you straddle that motorcycle, every time you think about getting on that motorcycle, you giving your chance, you're giving yourself a 50-50 chance at living. The motorcycle is the most disrespected thing on the highway. The motorcycle is the most disrespected thing on the highway. And coming up in my days, I saw, my OGs, my boy Hero Benson and my boy, Boss Mike. Watching the old videos, my Toby Jean and East Bay Dragons, just watching the culture. We started off with the Peanuts helmet. And it's some fly shit. It ain't nothing flyer than a motherfucker on their motorcycle, male or female, clean, with their helmet matching their motorcycle, the little helmet on and, the goggles and all that. Ain't nothing flyer than that. It's the picture. It's even the picture Al, my boy Al, posted. Fly as a motherfucker. But we got to give ourselves a chance at living. Let me give you a personal story for me with my half shell on. When I first got into the Harley game, per se, and I first bought my first bike, I paid cash for it out of the candy shop in LA, California, back in whenever it was, 05, 06. 18, 19,000 cash. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you what it is. If, I was the first one to cash out a motorcycle from the candy shop. If you think I'm lying, you can call Punchy. It's history. Right? It's just facts. Cashed him out. Let me get that. Boom. And the bike came with two kind of. I think it came with both helmets, or it came with a peanut. No, it came with a helmet to match the motorcycle. Now we're talking about a helmet with candy paint, gold flake, silver flake. I mean, the helmet had to be painted. For the helmet, it was probably about a $500 or $600 paint job on the helmet, $600-700. And I didn't know no better. At the time, this is what it was, had my, whatever. And I had that helmet. It wasn't until riding with that helmet on, before the accidents, whatever that I saw, but riding with the helmet on, I got hit. Some rock kicked up somewhere, boom, and the rock hit me, and the rock hit me in the face or whatever, boom, and it actually hit me like right on the edge of my glasses, boom, and it blinded me to the point to where I was on my motorcycle for a couple of seconds, 5 or 6 seconds, and I couldn't see. It blacked me out, boom. And if you've ever been on your motorcycle and you've closed your eyes, even for just a second, and you did it on purpose, it's a scary thing. It's a super duper scary thing. I'm on here today to tell you, man, that ain't shit cool about that helmet. I don't care how fly you think you look. I don't care how, cool the shit is, how much you pay for it. My wife has about 6 of those helmets, and I've been trashing them and she got $1,000 helmets to match her motorcycle. Designed by Harley Davidson, DOT, Department of Transportation approved and all of that. But in my household and with my FHO family, if it is not a full face helmet, you cannot ride with me. And again, I respect all my OGs that do it. A lot of my OGs, they rock them, and and they've been rocking them, and they still here with no issues, hands down. But I'm just telling you, man, in today's time, especially if you're gonna be traveling, that shit is not cool. It's not gonna get you there. If you've ever been in rain with a half shell or a peanut on or whatever you want to call it, it's not cool. I don't know, man. I'm say, man, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm just kind of fucked up about it. But anyway, I know this is an argument because I know a lot of people, well, man, when I'm in Florida, Florida don't have a helmet law. Yeah, but what about it? I love myself. I love my life law. What about that? What about the people you left behind, when you left the house? What about the law that they have for you to give yourself the best possible chance to make it back home? What about that law? What about the son or the daughter that you could have came home to had you had a full face helmet on because the idiot in front of you made an inappropriate stop or whatever, and you flew over the handlebars and, went through the windshield and all that type of shit. What about that? So for the sake of taking a chance at looking cool and being cool, for the sake of and I know the argument is, oh man, it's about freedom for me and this and that, and I got you. But get your ass on the highway and go through a swarm of wasps or a swarm of bees or a swarm of them goddamn insects where they cover up your whole goddamn face or your whole body. Get yourself out there, man, and get hit by a whole goddamn tire across your whole front of your bike and your head. Or get hit by a rock or a pebble or some shit that will blind you or that would have, Or what about my partner that went down and lost his ear because he had on one of those helmets? When he went down and fell on the side of his head and scraped his whole ear off because he had on one of them half shell helmets and all that type of shit. I don't know, man. Again, I'm in my feelings this morning about this shit because I'm just, I my thing of it is it's rough, man. For me, it's just totally intolerable. So to show you, how much this stuff affects me, I did some research. I wrote down a lot of stuff, and so let me play these commercials, man, and we'll be right back, man.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
Get ready for the United Bikers Jamboree, June 24th through the 28th, 2020 in Tampa, Florida at the Florida State Fairgrounds, 4800 US 301, Tampa, Florida 33610. Performing live, Tucker, Pokey, Sir Charles Jones, Shirley Brown,
woman to woman, if you've ever been in love.
RV parking and tent rental available. For more info, go to www.unitedbikers.com. For hotel reservations, call 832-848-1068 or email ubj@mtgcreative.net. Daily admission $30. Go to eventbrite.com or the Fairgrounds box office. It's the Tampa United Bikers Jamboree, June 26th through the 28th.
Say, man, we back. Just want to get them on, man. Tampa's still a go, man. As of right now, Tampa's still a go. If you haven't booked your room, United Bikers with a Z.com, the Tampa Jamboree, this will be one of the biggest events of the year. I promise you, this shit going to be off the chain. It's an event for bikers, about bikers. They care about you and they care about your motorcycle. 70% cement, 30% grass, no dirt, no mud. We ain't got to worry about crawling through the mud. And we in the city. We ain't got to worry about being all on the outskirts of the world and in a secluded area that you can't find. You know what I'm saying? The casino right across the street. You walk right up under the bridge to the casino. All the restaurants, the hotels, they waiting on us, baby. So we get past this COVID-19 thing is going down. As of right now, Tampa is still to go book your room. And they lowered the hotel rates, $20, $30. So I'm at the Sheraton, man. I'm all in at the Sheraton, man. Brother man on the 5th floor, I'm all in. Let me get back to this helmet thing, man. And I did some research. 1971 was the first full-face helmet was invented or created or patented or whatever. It was made, 1971. In 1964, the Department of Transportation, which is the DOT, made it compulsory for helmet manufacturers to make their helmet DOT approved, which compulsory means required by law. Now, a lot of you people wear the helmet and it'll say DOT, and it's a half helmet where it just stops right at your ears and you got all of this open and all of that, and that's cool. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. But don't let the DOT fool you. Don't let that be the reason you don't give yourself all the chances of life you need in order to live. 1961, no helmet law was in place anywhere in the United States. It was in 1961, there was no helmet law anywhere in the world, period. Australia was the first to do it, and up until 1961, there was no helmet law anywhere in the world. Australia was the first to put in a helmet law and make it mandatory to wear helmets, and that was in 1961. 1966, the United States, with the highway safety, required all states in the U.S. to have mandatory safety laws, and until the state had abided by that, they would not give them funding to help fix the roads. They were saying, hey, if you don't make helmet laws mandatory, then we're not going to give you the money to fix your roads and your highways, and they, not going to give you no money for construction. By 1975, 47 states had introduced the mandatory helmet laws. Congress, however, disagreed with the word mandatory and said, hey, you cannot make this law mandatory for each state has to have their own vote and their own say-so. So that was in 75. So that meant states could no longer be penalized by the government. In other words, Congress said, listen, man, you still got to give them their bread. If they don't adhere to it, because they were trying to make it, if they don't make the mandatory helmet law, then we're not giving them the money to fix their roads. Congress disagreed with that and said, hey, man, you still got to give them their bread if they choose to vote against the mandatory helmet law, okay? And that was that. And these are facts that I've done for my research, just how serious I am about this helmet thing. I got up this morning to do research. So that means states can no longer be penalized by the government, i.e. highway funding denied for making the trip or whatever. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, so that law was passed, and Congress said, like, hey, so 47 states had introduced the mandatory helmet laws, and to this day, I think we're still right about there. 2012 to 2015, motorcycle riding, I don't know, you could say Harley-Davidson sales or bike sales or the baby boom, the next generation. We started back riding motorcycles, and we made it, we went into the, F the helmet thing. And between that time, the death toll rose for motorcycle accidents, specifically head injuries. These are all documented facts. The death toll of head injuries rose significantly between 2012 and 2015 because they're not really caring about being DOT'd or having, the proper coverage on their helmets. There's only 3 states that have absolutely no helmet laws in the world. 3 states, only 3 states. That's Illinois, that's New Hampshire, and Iowa. In those states, there is no helmet law. A helmet is not even required to ride a motorcycle. And I'm going to tell you, I've been in all 3 of them, and I wore my helmet faithfully, tied down, locked and loaded, and I ain't playing no games. So there's only 3 states in the world, in the United States, I want to say the world, but that's the world to me, United States, that have a no helmet law. Illinois, Iowa, and New Hampshire. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. In order to be FHO, if you live in Illinois, Iowa, or New Hampshire, it's mandatory you have a full face helmet. That is one of the requirements to be an FHO. You have to wear a full face helmet. I'm not saying, you can wear a full face modular, but it has to be categorized as a full face helmet. We don't do half helmets. We don't do peanut helmets. We don't do none of that type of shit. We do full face helmets. Mr. Charles William, appreciate that $50 donation. Appreciate you, brother. Mr. Sadiq Foster, appreciate your $2 as well. Thank you, guys. I got a call on the line. Caller, state your name, where you calling from.
Hey, this is Gerald Williams, man. What's up, brother?
What you got, G?
Man, I'm going to tell you, man, this is a very interesting subject, man, because once again, you've hit the nail on the head, right? So anybody on this forum obviously rides bikes, right?
Yeah.
You have a serious disconnect between what the DOT, which is federal, and state. Bro, you have a serious disconnect, man, because we all know when you buy a bike, it's right there on the damn tank, right? You must wear safety equipment. However, right? Now, here's the catch-22, man, is that God forbid anybody goes down. If you're not wearing the proper personal safety equipment riding these motorcycles, that shit will void your insurance. Trust me when I tell you, I have called various insurance companies and they've all told me the same thing. Now, with those 3 states, man, I went down to South Carolina last year, and then I rode out to Ohio last year. Man, these people riding these motorcycles, some on wearing them with no helmets, some on wearing them with damn flip-flops on, and ride right past law enforcement, and they don't do nothing. So it's up to each and every person to understand the state, understands what it takes, understand what is at stake when you get out there on two wheels and you're not wearing all that safety gear, man. Real shit. But I'm not sure who your insurance company is, Sal, but I'm telling you, bro, I would urge anybody on this forum to call their insurance company and ask them that very simple question. If I go down and I'm not wearing the safety equipment, will that void my insurance? And I guarantee you a lot of the times they will tell you yes.
I know for a fact the guy, they get his bike didn't get covered because he didn't have a helmet on. Because the insurance company asked for the helmet that he was wearing during the accident.
Mm-hmm.
And because the helmet wasn't DOT'd, they denied the claim.
Right.
I'm just telling you.
Now the other thing is, man, I would urge people, if y'all are blessed enough to afford the more expensive helmets, man, if you look at any helmet manufacturer, bro, if you go and you read their website, they will. It's a link in that article somewhere that says that they are DOT approved, man. Because we bought some helmets a couple of years ago from offline, and they had the DOT stick on them.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, went up to the bike shop to get some tires, and the guy was asking me about the helmet. So I told him. He said, man, that company is not DOT certified, man. So, people need to also do their research and understand what companies have been DOT approved instead of buying those, the less expensive ass helmets. Just because they have the DOT stick on them doesn't mean that they are DOT certified either.
There it is there. I appreciate the call, Daddy-O.
But, all right, brother. You have a good one, man.
Listen, man. And I got to argue. I know people arguing me. No, so-and-so. It's only 3 states in the United States that don't have a helmet law, period. They don't have a helmet law at all. Again, Illinois, Iowa, and New Hampshire. The other states have laws based on age, based on a certain amount of health insurance, etc., like Texas. In Texas, in order not to have a helmet on, in order not to ride with a helmet, you got to have so much health insurance. Now, here is the list. I got the list of all of the states, and if they require some type of, helmet or if some type of requirement. All right, hold on. They calling in.
From San Patrick to accept.
All right, hold on one second. Got another caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Sam from Atlanta, Georgia.
What you got?
Big Sam, you're right. Speaking about the helmets, I just had a question. The helmets that I wear, it said, I guess it's the Shoei, but it says Snell approved. Then under it got DOT. Is there a difference between the two, the Snell approved DOT helmet and just a regular DOT helmet?
You know what? I'm not sure. I've never seen that, but let's do some research on it. I mean, I definitely research. You said it's called Snell, SNELL, or Shell, SHELL.
It's either one of them. I know that the helmets. I know I got the Harley Davidson helmet. I got the Shoei, and I know the top name helmets because they have them on there, I think. But you're right. I done seen people out there riding around like the other guy said, barefooted. With the flip-flops and shorts on, and even that bike, the bike night or whatever coming through there, I'm like, man, it's just not safe. But yeah, I just wanted to know, is there a difference between the Snell, I think it's Snell, I guess I'm saying it right.
It sounds like Snell may be another company that validates or that does the testing on the helmets, and they may have their own different criteria or different standards. So when you get to your helmet, call me back, send me a picture of it, and let's do the research. That's all.
All right. Okay, then. All right, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Call from Down and Dirty.
I already know who this is. What up, Cameo?
Man, you need to cut that bullshit out this morning, man.
What you got for me, Camille?
Look here, man. All of the full face handlers, man, and you was talking about the insurance companies and all that kind of stuff, man. Sel, I love you, man, but you need to cut that bullshit out, man. Because I'm gonna tell you just like this. When y'all be wearing them full face helmets and y'all drag racing, you tell the insurance company if you wreck and fall, hey, I was drag racing. Hell no, you ain't gonna tell them that.
Camille,
are they gonna pay out the claim?
Hear what I'm trying to tell you, Camille. Hear what I'm trying to tell you.
Hold on, my brother. Are they gonna pay out the claim? If you tell them that you was drag racing, are they gonna pay out the claim?
I don't know. I've never told an I've never had an incident. I've never told an insurance company that I was drag racing. I'm pretty sure if you told them I'm pretty sure if you took fault for reckless driving, if I say, "Oh, I fucked my motorcycle up because I was reckless driving," then who? Nigga, I wouldn't pay you. Shit, what the fuck did you mean? I mean, all I'm saying is, you show me a picture. You show me any picture of our old timers, our old heads back in the 70s, back in the 80s that were riding. I'm already speaking on it, and I'm already speaking on it. Like I said, the law. Listen, a full face helmet wasn't even invented to 1975. But I can show you my old. I can show you my old heads now. The ones that was in them pictures. I can show you one of my old heads that was in one of them, the famous Chosen Few picture. That refuses to ride with his hat. He rides with a full face now because of that.
Okay.
But in that picture, he was in that. But I'm just saying, what I'm telling you is this, Camille. Now, your dumb ass and your crazy ass, my partner, you can ride with whatever the fuck you want to ride with. But if I pull up and you pull up to ride with me and you ain't got a full face, fuck you, go. I'm not riding with you. It's just that simple.
Hey, look here, man. And I'm gonna say this. man. Anybody, and even my own goddamn club brothers, I be seeing some of them wearing that shit. Look here, man. You pull up on that motherfucking highway with that motherfucking space helmet on. All I'm gonna say is go kill yourself.
That part.
See you later, brother.
Appreciate it. Bye, man. Get off my phone. And my man Cameo, love him to death. All I'm saying, man, with me, I've been there. I've been there and seen the shit that happened. Now, these are the states that don't have. It's only 3 states that don't have helmet laws. All the other states have modified helmet laws. Well, you don't have to wear a helmet if this, or you don't have to wear a helmet because of that. All right, let me go over these states. Alabama, everybody got to wear a helmet. It's mandatory. In Alaska, if you're under 18, you got to wear a helmet. In Arizona, if you get caught on a motorcycle under 18, you better have a helmet. Arkansas, if you're under 21, you have to have a helmet. Have to. California, mandatory. Everybody better have a helmet. I don't care what age you is. Colorado, under 18, riders and passengers have to have a helmet. Connecticut is under 21. Delaware is under 19. Florida, if you're under 21 in the state of Florida, you have to have a helmet on. You can be ticketed for not having a helmet on in Florida under the age of 21. Georgia, mandatory. Everybody better have a helmet on. Hawaii, under 18. Idaho, under 18. Illinois, no helmet law whatsoever. No age, no restriction, no requirements, no nothing. Indiana, under 18, you better have a helmet on. Iowa, no helmet law, none whatsoever. Kansas, under the age of 18. Kentucky, under 21, you better have a helmet on. Louisiana, mandatory. Everybody better have a helmet on in Louisiana. Maine, under 18. Maryland, everybody mandatory better have a helmet on. Massachusetts, mandatory. Everybody better have a helmet on. Michigan, under 21, you better have a helmet on. Minnesota, under 18, you better have a helmet on. Mississippi, mandatory, you must have a helmet. Missouri, mandatory, you must have a helmet. Montana, under the age of 18. Nebraska, everybody better have mandatory. Nevada, mandatory, everybody better have a helmet on. New Hampshire, no helmet law, none whatsoever. I don't care whether you ain't got to fuck a helmet. They don't even sell helmets in New Hampshire. New Jersey, mandatory, everybody better have a helmet. New Mexico, under 18. New York, mandatory, everybody better have a helmet. North Carolina, mandatory, everybody better have a helmet. North Dakota, under the age of 18, better have a helmet. Ohio, under 18. Oklahoma, under 18. Oregon, mandatory, everybody under 18. Pennsylvania, under 21 must have a helmet. Rhode Island, under 21. South Carolina, under 21 must have a helmet. So that means if you're over 21, if you're 21 and older, you don't have to wear a helmet. But under 21, you better have a helmet. South Dakota, 18. Tennessee, mandatory, everybody must have a helmet. Texas, 21. If you're over 21 and older, you don't have to have a helmet. Utah, 21. Vermont, mandatory. Virginia, mandatory. Washington, D.C., mandatory. Washington State, mandatory. West Virginia, mandatory. Wisconsin, under 18, and Wyoming, under 18. Yeah, that part right there. That part right there. Still only 3 states in the world, Illinois, Iowa, New York, New Hampshire, have absolutely no helmet laws whatsoever. The majority of states have laws requiring helmet use for younger riders, and in Colorado, younger passengers. Some states require riders to carry a minimum amount of health insurance coverage to go without a helmet. The qualifications are different in every state and constantly changing. Texas, for example, currently prohibits law enforcement from stopping a helmetless rider for the sole purpose of verifying that their insurance coverage meets the requirements, but that their insurance coverage meets the requirements, but the government is trying to change that. So, and all those people in all those states, you got a helmet law, but because you over a certain age. But there's 3 states only that don't even have a minimum age requirement or a helmet law, and that's Illinois, Iowa, and New Hampshire. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not wearing my helmet because it's cool. I got mine painted with my picture on the back of it. That's me on the back of my helmet and the FHO logo and all that. All that shit is cute. I can't see none of it when I'm wearing it. It's cute as a motherfucker. But I promise you, anytime I'm on my motorcycle, I'm going to have that bitch on. I don't care if it's cool or not cool, or if you like it or don't like it. I'm wearing my helmet. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do, how y'all want to do it. But this kid here, and anybody that's riding with me, I need that full face. Hey, we'll sell. And we even had my boy back, my boy that was in the club. His name was Fumble. My boy Fumble used to be an FHO. He pulled up to ride all the way to California with a half helmet on. Yeah. Threw it away. Got a full face. Threw it away, got a full face by the time before we made it to California. He just wasn't going to be able to do it. Rain got to hitting his ass and all the rest of that shit. Bug got to tearing his ass up and some more shit. There's just certain requirements, man, that you should consider, not only just to look cool, but for your family. Every time you get on your motorcycle, there's a 50-50 chance that you might not come home. You put yourself more in danger every time you ride your motorcycle. I know we take it for granted. We ride our motorcycle and we come home on a constant basis year after year after year. But understand this. Every time you get on your motorcycle, you give yourself a disadvantage at life. You give yourself a disadvantage at life. Every time you get on your motorcycle. You face the world. You challenge the world. You challenge the powers that be. And I'm going to tell you this hands down. Hell, they making motorcycles tougher than cars nowadays. Shit, you hit a car nowadays, a motorcycle down there. Well, I'm saying the new Harleys or the Harleys. I'm a Harley man. You fuck around and hit a motorcycle, you fuck around and hit a car with one of these new Harleys, you go down there and fold the car up. They ain't making the cars out of shit. Just like they ain't making the new drivers out of shit. All you new drivers, y'all ain't shit, man. You motherfuckers, this cell phone, I done seen this cell phone ruin whole motherfucker driving on the phone and he had the light 30 minutes, the light done turned green 4-5 times, he's still on the phone. Let me tell you something, I done seen the motherfucker switch lanes fucking with a cell phone. These cell phones right here, that's the shit that's gonna kill you dead right here, man. This the shit that's gonna kill you dead, man. So my boy Tanz, I was gonna get to that. We're gonna get to this after this commercial break. Sell, man, I can't fuck with the Fullface, man. It's too hot. It's too hot to ride that motherfucker, man. God, you ain't hot? I tell you what, player. What's gonna be hotter? Me in this helmet or your head, your brains being scrambled like eggs on the pavement around this motherfucker? Hey, man, y'all, commercial time. We'll be right back, man.
Montana Cigar Company sells premium cigars and accessories. Located in Union City, Georgia at 4641 Flat Shoals Road, Suite C, Union City, Georgia 30291. Montana Cigar Company offers a smooth, laid-back, serene, mature adult environment for cigar aficionados. Discounts for all the first responders, military, teachers, and nurses. Come enjoy your favorite games and boxing matches on our big screen TVs. We also have a poker table where you can come and try your luck. Gaddafi Entertainment Group presents Yo Roger. It's time for Hogs Gone Wild, hosted by your boy Big Cell. FHO's HNIC with special guest Mr. Tom McCarthy at Keystone Raceway, 538 Stone Jug Road, New Alexandria, PA 15670. This all goes down May 8th through 10th. We racing. Hot Street, Pro Street, ET Street, Street Class, Non-Bagger, plus Big Wheel Bagger Shootout. Also, Saturday night, Riders Meet and Greet at Club VIP, Gaddafi ENT, plus Hogs Gone Wild, and FHO, all in the same place at the same time. It's definitely gonna be some fast shit going down. Don't miss it.
Sorry. Say, man, I talked to my man Gaddafi. We will know by May 1st if the races are still going on or have they been canceled, man. So you guys stay tuned for that. I will let you know as soon as possible. Call and state your name, where you calling from.
3151, Birmingham, Alabama.
What you got for me, Dirty?
Going Birmingham to Pensacola, Florida, on a past Faith Hill. I got stung by 2 bees. That was the last man ever done that.
They throw that ass up, but
It went the word, I almost wrecked out the whole 9, locked the brakes up, had to get the tow truck to throw the bike to the top to get the brake sticks.
Wow.
I locked both, the front and back brakes up.
To fucking with a bee. Because you was out there cute.
Fucking with 2 of them.
Because you was out there cute.
On the cross right. There was 2 bees.
Well, brother, I'm just saying, man, not only the accidents for me, I've been out there, man, where I got hit. My visor got cracked. A rock from somewhere, I don't know where it came from, came across that motherfucker, pow, and shattered my screen. And I just thank God that I had that on, because if I had been wearing anything else, ain't no telling what would have happened to me. And again,
that part right now.
And again, I know people ain't gonna like this post, so I've been riding for years, and it is what it is. I'm just telling you what it is with me, and I have done it. So if you think I'm playing, I have refused to ride with people with peanut helmets on the house. I'm just not gonna do it, brother. I know you came to ride with me, but you can't ride with me like that, and that's just my rule. If you don't like it, then don't ride with me. And I mean, that's your right to wear whatever the fuck you want to wear, how you want to wear it. Truly, is your right, but it's my right to feel safe or to have whatever I need to make my ride. So it just is what it is. But Dirty, I appreciate the call, brother. Alabama, how y'all doing down there with the weather, man?
After that bad storm that's left through here, we good now.
That part right there, man. Love you, brother. Talk to you in a minute.
Love you too, man. All right.
Like I said, man, we on these motorcycles, man. And you got to understand this. We are daredevils. You might not have never considered yourself a daredevil. You might never considered yourself, a person that takes chances at life. If you ride a motorcycle, that's exactly what you are, a daredevil. You are a person that takes chances with life. Every time you get on that motorcycle, bro, a motorcycle is the most disrespected shit on the highway. The only thing probably more disrespectful than a motorcycle is the goddamn streets in New York City, the potholes. Them motherfuckers disrespectful. New York and Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, that's probably the only thing more disrespectful in the world than on the highway, most disrespectful thing than a motorcycle is them goddamn potholes that they got in Cleveland and New York. You understand me? But don't do your family like that. Don't drive out of the driveway with a half helmet on or a peanut shell helmet on and thinking you cute and you not telling your family, hey, not only when I started the bike up and decided to get on it, I gave myself, a disadvantage of coming home, but I'm gonna really give myself now even a more disadvantage of not coming home because I'm gonna put this helmet on. Some of y'all gonna say, Sel, that ain't right. Some of y'all gonna say, Sel, it is what it is. It's the same thing, bro. Frederick Mayo, I appreciate that donation. Tanner Solit, I appreciate that donation. Don't forget, you guys also can donate too via Cash App, $FHOHNIC, or via PayPal, fasthardiesonly@gmail.com. I'm emotional about this podcast this morning because it hit home for me several times. Several times. A Fullface helmet has saved my life several times. I can't even imagine where I would be without my Fullface helmet. And that's just real talk. And I used to be one of the cutest and flyest niggas out there on the motorcycle with the peanut on and the whole night. I used to be. I promise you. I used to be. I can go to the garage right now, catch Queen. I can go to the garage and catch Queen with about 4 helmets that she got. Each one of her helmets worth $1,000, the other one worth like $700. But she can't even wear them. I don't give a fuck. They cute as fuck. We need to. I won't even let her sell them. You can't even damn near do a disservice to nobody else and sell them to nobody else. She got about at least 17 with the 4 helmets I'm talking about. She got about $3,000 in helmets that she can't even rock. Better not wear them around. Better not even think about wearing them. Period.
Rambling Guru.
Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Rambling Guru, New York. How you doing, Big Sal?
What's going on, Mr. Guru?
I just wanted to bring up 2 points. I agree with you for having a passion for not wanting to ride with somebody who doesn't want to wear a full face, even though I do feel it is their right. I wear a full face, and I used to get a lot of shit for it because me personally, I'm on blood thinners.
Okay.
And I'm easy to bleed out, so that's one of the main reasons why I wear a full face.
Mm.
And also another thing I think is really underrated, besides wearing a full face, which is a must for me as far as my bikes go, got to have loud pipes. And not to be obnoxious, but I think that's the second most important thing that you can have to be seen on the highway.
I agree. The loud pipes save lives. That's a true statement. Loud pipes do save lives. That is one of the truest statements ever. So I definitely feel you on that. And matter of fact, on my new bike, History in Motion, the new one that I got, my Road Glide that I got, my club brother, my family, I ain't gonna say club, y'all. Oh, he got a club. My FHO family member ran into the back of me because my pipes were stopped because they were not loud. He ran clean into the back of me, and that's a true statement. Anybody FH, the first day I got the bike, the first day I decided to ride it. So you definitely got a point to that right there.
A big mistake though people make, and I went to American Motorcycle Institute. I'm not Jesse James with spinning wrenches or Sugar Daddy or anything like that. Sugar Bear, I mean. But a lot of people take the baffles out, and they don't understand when you put that shit on a dyno how much horsepower you lose, because when somebody takes the baffle out, all you used to have to do was like stick a wrench at the end of the exhaust, and they would pick up a couple of ponies just on that alone.
Mm. Okay.
So, they need to do it right. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to put on aftermarket pipes, if it's carbureted and stuff like that, and if it's fuel injected, you can't just be throwing on any type of pipe, because there will, you're going to have to accommodate it. But it's a big thing, especially around, I've seen, really bad shit with 18-wheelers.
Yeah.
And, there's so many blind spots on those 18-wheelers. You want to get around the view. Some of these bikes, I'm not going to lie, they're right beside me at a red light, and I can't even hear them. And I don't even have the radio on. I'm like, holy shit. I'll be in my car. So, that shit's dangerous, having those quiet bikes, in my opinion. But that was the only point I wanted to make.
Well, I appreciate the call, sir, and thank you for calling. Man, how y'all doing out there with the COVID-19 and everything else? You staying safe?
Yeah, I'm originally from Brooklyn. I live up by Syracuse. So it's not as we don't have the cases like they do down in the city. Although there is like a curfew, because for essential workers you have to have a pass. If you don't have a pass on you, you could get ticketed. So it's a different way of life. I'm not going to get into whether I agree with it or if it's being overplayed or underplayed because there's so many different opinions on it. I'll just keep that to myself. But it is what it is for now. I'm making the best out of it. And, that's it. I'm taking all the precautions.
And I appreciate it. I'm the same way with you. I'm not scared. I'm just cautious. So appreciate the call, brother.
Yeah, I'm not paranoid about it. I am taking the precautions of being mindful about it, but I'm not sitting there biting my freaking nails glued in front of the news all day and getting myself all wrapped up in it. I'm just doing me.
That part right there. I appreciate the call, sir.
Thanks a lot. Be easy.
No problem. And again, it's your right to say, "Sell, fuck you. I've been wearing this. I've been rocking it like this, and I ain't tripping." I'm just saying, man, around me, and it just ain't gonna happen around me again. Thank everybody that's for donation. My man Lorenzo Washington, thank you for your donation. Frederick Mayo, thank you for your donation, man. Again, please contribute to the channel. It helps to keep shit moving. It helps to keep stuff pushing forward in the whole 9 yards, man. I can't do it without you. Got another caller coming in right now.
Call from nephew unknown.
Yeah, I was just calling you back, nephew. What you got?
Hey, am I on?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So what I was going to say is this. I heard people talking about the difference between the Snell helmets and the DOT helmet.
Yeah.
I work in the industry, so I'll give you a brief rundown.
Let's go.
The real difference between a Snell helmet and a DOT helmet is just the level of testing that they've done. So if you think about it, you might take your DOT helmet and you drop it from maybe the top of your door. Snell, they drop it from the actual rooftop.
Okay.
So the impact is a little bit different.
Okay.
But the biggest difference is there's an inside coating to the helmet. And basically, a lot of helmets, I know you were gifted a Shoei helmet.
Yeah.
It has the internal sun visor.
Mm-hmm.
If you take that internal sun visor out, your helmet would be considered Snell certified.
Wow. Okay.
Companies like Shoei and others that put the internal sun visor in there, that coating does not go from front to rear.
I got
it
you.
Stops at the top of it so that they can, so that you can
retract
hit the switch or whatever they want to do for your visor.
Okay.
And that's why companies like Shoei and HJC and others, they don't consider that Snell because it doesn't have the full coating.
Full coating, yeah,
that
because you got to have the visor,
the
retracting and the sun visor back and forth. I mean, but I again, nephew, if a person is even caring enough to buy a DOT certified, it don't matter to me if it's a shell or Snell or whatever. But I appreciate that definition because that was one of the questions asked. What is the difference? And I figured it was a different level of testing. So you just proved that for me. And also you used to be one of the guys that wear a half shell or a peanut. Where you at now with it in motorcycles?
Yes. Right now, like you said, it doesn't take but one time to get hit in the face with a rock wearing that wearing that little peanut, and you'll know that you want something on your face. And then, what I've learned from you and Flacos of the world, when you start really getting out there taking those long trips, when you out there with that half helmet, you may not have time to stop and put on a different type of full face helmet. You're just in the element, and it's unsafe. Yeah. So you got water in your eyes and snot in your nose and everything else, and you're not unsafe. When you put that full face on, being a modular most likely, I have options. I can get like I tell a lot of my customers, I have a whole bunch of options. I can get the wind in my face. I have back of my head protection, and if the weather dictates, I can put the full face down, and if the sun is in my eyes, I can just go with the visor itself.
There it is there. Well, I appreciate the call, nephew.
You got it, boss.
All right now. A lot of you guys are on the post talking about footwear. Let me just say this real quick about footwear. I don't have a problem with a person wearing tennis shoes. That's his choice. That's his choice. Now, I would tell you this, and I'm going to give you my reason and my reason only, why you should always wear a boot, preferably something that goes above the ankle. And I'm going to give you my reason. Hands down. This is why whenever I'm traveling now, if I'm in local going to a bike night, 15 miles up the street, 20 miles up the street, I may even be fly that day, have some tennis shoes on or whatever. But if I'm on my motorcycle going somewhere, anywhere serious or far, hold on.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hold on, Carl. I got you coming in just a minute.
No problem.
All right. If I'm on my bike, man, and I'm going anywhere of distance, I wear a pair of boots. I got a pair of summer riding boots, and I got a pair of winter wearing boots that I just got. I'm going to tell you why you want to have on a boot when you ride your motorcycle. If your ass ever break down in the middle of nowhere, and this, I promise you this has happened, I'm giving you actual motherfucking motorcycle, live by, done there, been there, done that facts. We broke down in the middle of nowhere. Okay? And we had to walk through the goddamn mountains, through the dirt, through the grass, through all of the bullshit to get to where we're going. That motherfucker with them tennis shoes on, yeah, he was fucked up. He was fucked up. Us with them boots on, the sand, the rocks, the dirt, the all the bullshit, the sticky things that, you know, how that shit stick to you, all that old shit. Yeah. Ask him what he did with them tennis shoes. And we laughed at him like a motherfucker. We told him, look here, bro, when you're on this highway, you want to wear boots. You want to wear something, if possible. You got to be comfortable, but you want to wear something. If you got to do some hiking, goddammit, to go get some gas or to get to the town or to get off the highway, if you got to do some hiking, if you break down on the side of the road, you understand me? And you fuck around, step into an ant bed or fuck around, step into a lizard or something, bite your ass. Yeah. You understand me? I was just telling you some real shit. I done seen it happen now. I promise. The nigga with the Jordans on? Oh, yeah. Ask him what he did to Michael Jordan when he saw Michael Jordan. When he got a chance, he socked the shit out of Michael Jordan. Call the station name where you calling from, man.
Hey, man, I'm C1's, man, call from Wilson, North Carolina.
What you got for me, C1?
Yeah, I feel you, man. I get emotional, too, man, when it comes to this helmet thing, man. So, I mean, just hearing, like, a lot of horror stories. I never personally witnessed one, but, you know, a close buddy of mine told me about one where, you know, he rode a girl. No, he was riding with some brothers, and one of the brothers picked up a girl, whatever. She put on a full-face helmet. She lost half her face, went down, wasn't even a big accident. She went down, lost half her face.
Because she had a half shell or a peanut or whatever?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if they call them German, but yeah peanut helmet.
Germans, peanuts. They got the peanut, they got the German. Yeah, I got you.
Exactly.
Hands down, it's the cutest shit in the world. That shit flies a motherfucker. Yeah. All my OGs, man, I salute all of my OGs that at the time that was the helmet that they had to wear, and that's what they wore. I salute them. I salute them. It's just like the NFL, the old football helmet. You know, I don't know how y'all tackle them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you right now today, where I am in my life and where I am in my motorcycle, in my motorcycling, you can't ride with me with nothing less than a full face. It's just plain and simple. I'm just not going. I don't want to see it no more. And I'm not saying that the full face will, you know, because you had the full face on, you guaranteed to live. I'm not saying that either. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just telling you. For me, I just need to know that you've given yourself every possible opportunity to be safe. From the boots to the long pants to the long sleeve shirt to the full face helmet. You know, I just need to know that. To the gloves. I just need to know that. So I appreciate the call, caller. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
There it is there.
Call from.
Caller, state your name, where you calling from.
And I'm not saying that.
Hey, what's happening, Sal? Hey, man, it's Sarge from Florida Chapter Soul Brothers. What's going on with you?
Say, man, what's happening?
Hey, man, just want to call in and give my 2 piece to the show today. Man, them helmets are real. I'm going to tell you a quick story down here. A few years ago, man, I knew a brother who went down. You know, Florida, of course, everybody know that Florida, after the age of 18, you don't have to wear a helmet. So about 5 years ago, you know, not wearing helmets down in the summer was real cool. real cool thing. Everybody would do it. Well, I worked for a cat that was riding on the set. His mother, he went down, no helmet on, got banged up pretty bad, some severe brain damage. But long story short, man, he was set up to be in the hospital. Basically, was in the hospital for about 10, 11 months. And I remember his mother saying at work, she stopped over me. She said, "Hey, Sarge, those motorcycles are real dangerous. I wish you didn't ride." And I looked at her and I said, "Hey, I don't want to say her name, but I said, tell me something. Was your son wearing a helmet when he went down?" She said, "No." "How did you know?" I said, "Because I've seen him ride on the set all summer long with no helmet. He continuously never rode with helmets, and I would see the way your son rode. Man, down here, this safety thing is real. You know, I love motorcycle. Anybody know me? I love to do safety seminars that I do each summer where I have, experts come down and talk about motorcycle safety and all those things that's going to protect us as riders. If we're going to ride these motorcycles, we owe it to our family. We owe it to our employer to do everything that we can do to stay safe while we're riding these motorcycles. Because when you're doing unsafe stuff and really, really bad things happen to you, you don't understand until you understand how it's going to affect everybody around you. Your ability to make money, your ability to be able to provide for your family. We know, just like you said, we ride motorcycles, it's kind of like daredevils. Man, we taking chances because we know there's nothing between us and that road but wind. So when you ride that motorcycle, you should ride that motorcycle every day as if you got somebody to come home to or something to come home to. And I know how we are, especially the people of color. We're defiant even to the point of our destruction because we're stubborn. We don't want to do what we don't want to do. But when you're taking on family and responsibilities, man, it's no longer about just what you want to do. It's what I do, how it's going to affect people that love me. It's my part on it, bro. That's a good subject that you're talking about, man. It just touches me near and dear to my heart. So for everybody out there listening, man, don't be dead right. Get it right.
That part.
Get it right.
That part.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the call.
Yes, sir. All right, my brother. Peace.
Man, that's my dude. Anyway, understand what I'm telling you, man. You can do what you want to do. You can ride how you want to ride. You can dress how you want to dress. Wear what you want to wear. I'm just telling you, around me, it ain't going to happen. A full-face helmet, full-face modular or full-face whatever, it is required, man. So, call us, state your name, where you calling from.
It's the Queen.
What you got, mama?
I just, talk about my accident happened December 1st, 2012, where the full face saved my life. I heard you talking about all my little cute half shells that I got in the garage. They definitely remember it. Who don't know that I had a real major accident, 2012, leaving the regulated clubhouse when a freak accident, a lady just grabbed me off my bike. So luckily, my half, I had a module on, and it was up, looking both ways. It was dark at night. I can't hardly see. But just before the accident, I had put my modular down, and that would save my face because when the impact, she hit me, I slid down bankhead, front tire hit a curb, and threw me into a telegram pole. That's how my shoulder got dislocated. But if I didn't have my full face down, my face would have been messed up. So I totally agree with the full face helmet thing. Now, sometimes every now and then I try to rock my little one that match my bike, but, just going around the corner to a bike night or something. But other than that, anytime I'm hitting that road, I'm putting a full face on. It did save my life. Well, save my face anyway. But I came out with tibia crush, ankle crush, dislocated shoulder. Still got metal rods to this day. And that's 8 years ago.
And
so I do appreciate
when she say she hit a telephone pole, she hit the telephone pole so hard that her front light it held the bike up because her front light stuck into the telephone pole. Yeah. So when it hit the pole stopped her. The pole stopped her. She flew up. She flew off her bike, hit the pole, and then came down face flat. Just the pole knocked her out, and she came down flat. So just imagine if she hadn't had that full face helmet on, her whole face would have hit the pole, and then she would have hit the concrete because she hit the pole and the concrete. Because when her bike hit the pole, it stood straight up. That's how much force that she had. The front of her headlight dug into the pole and held the bike up, as though it was just parked like that. So again, man, it is what it is. Thank you for calling, little lady. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's the queen, ladies and gentlemen. And again, like I told you, this ain't just something I got hardcore facts. Let me see what this call is right here. From North Carolina, call back. Caller from North Carolina, call back. Question is on here talking about why the police don't wear a full face. I don't know and don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you. I'm not gonna ride with the police without a half shell on. With a half shell on. If a police officer don't have a full face on, he can't ride with me. Yeah, that's your crazy ass. I'm just telling you from my experience what I know, what I've seen, and I don't know why the police why they ride with the helmets they ride. Bro, don't know. Don't care, don't give a damn, but he ain't finna ride with me with that bullshit on, and he the police. He can pull me over because that's what he wanted. If that's what he got to do, pull me over. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe for whatever reason they don't ride with a full face. That just is what it is. Just wanted to bring that to y'all today, man. Understand this. If you have any love for yourself, if you made the decision to purchase a motorcycle, give yourself a fighting chance at life, please, by rocking the full face. Give yourself a fighting chance at life by rocking the full face. I promise you it'll help save your life. Mendon, Louisiana.
Hello.
Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Man, it's Big Slim, a.k.a. Mad Max out of Houston, Texas, with Made Man.
What you got, man? What up, man? What up, Max?
Man, what's happening, buddy?
Okay, caller, what you
Hey,
got
man,
for me,
check this out. Well, I'm a piggyback off Queen. I had an accident back in 2005, right? And I'm gonna tell you just the funny thing about it. And I don't ride with no shorts and no tennis shoes on no more.
Okay.
I had the full face helmet on. I don't ride with no shorts and no tennis shoes on. Man, I laid my bike down because the car had jumped in front of me, so I had to downshift. And hit my back brake. So my bike started fishtailing. I hit a curve. The bike was down about 50 feet away from me. I slid for about 12 feet. You know what I'm saying? So that full face, that's one thing I will ride with, my full face now. Long pair of jeans on, I'm riding out of town. I do have my boots on when I'm riding out of town.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm riding across town, I might have my tennis shoes on. But long distance, nah, bro. I rock the helmet, long sleeve shirt on. Not even long sleeve shirt on. I had them what the old white men be wearing when they be out there cutting wood. Damn, I can't think of them.
Flannel shirts. Them flannel
yeah.
shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, them flannel shirts. Oh yeah, hell yeah, them flannel shirts. So yeah, man, that's about the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think riding with them German helmets, them peanut helmets, they fly to ride around town with. But if you're going long distance, it ain't a cool thing, bro. Because I'm seen a lot of people have accidents without a helmet on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it just, man, it's kind of terrible, bro.
Well, like I said, for me,
Now to piggyback off.
Go ahead, keep going.
Just to piggyback off that them loud pipes, and I want everybody to understand this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I had to diagnose it myself. If you in your car, your truck, and the bike is coming up on you, you can't hear the pipes until the bike get up on you. Now, if a bike coming towards you, you probably can hear it. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see it. That's why a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the South, they don't pay attention because they don't too much care for motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be on the defensive side when you ride. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I heard you say one day, man, when I'm on my bike, man, I'm defensive, but sometimes I got to get where I need to get going. And a lot of people catch an attitude because a lot of bikes jump on the shoulders and move around. It's not just because they trying to cut or they trying to jump in front of you. Or 9 times out of 10, the $30,000 to $50,000 bikes we ride, they don't have no cooling fan on them.
Yeah.
So they have to jump to keep their bike from, you know what I'm saying, overheating.
Well, we actually had an incident one time where we shut. Okay, so y'all ain't gonna. People was mad because we was going down the side and going through the middle, going down. So everybody started blocking. So what we did was we let the bikes overheat and we shut down the whole freeway for a whole hour and a half. Fuck them. We just stopped all the bikes in the middle. Now you can't go around. Now you can't go nowhere. Move the bike. Hey, we waiting on the tow truck. Yeah, we waiting on the. Yeah, we waiting on the tow truck. The bike, you gotta let the bike cool off. The bike gotta cool off. Move your bike. No, player. Yeah. No, we was trying to move the bike. You understand me?
Yeah.
We took over the whole freeway. We shut the whole freeway down. Just hey man, bikes overheating. When the highway patrol, the state trooper, hey what man, they wouldn't let us go past the bikes overheated. Well, what can we do? Either call the tow truck or wait for the motherfucker to cool off. And we fucked the whole highway up. The whole highway up. We fucked it up for a whole hour. Put them over to the side. I ain't moving it. Yeah, right here. Yeah, we right here. Shut the whole highway down. I'm just saying, but that's a different subject for a different day, man. But I appreciate the call, folks.
Yeah, anytime. Hey, man, real shit before I get off, man. You need to call your sister and check on her, man.
Who?
Text
me.
Sunshine.
Text me. I'll call her.
Yeah.
I got her.
Yeah. All right.
Later.
All right.
Yeah, man. That was an incident that happened to us, man. We were in stop dead traffic and we were trying to go around traffic, and the people kept blocking us off and hollering and fussing and this and that. So it was about 7 of us. We just shut the whole highway. We just stopped on both the lanes and just shut the whole freeway down and just, we left the bikes in the middle of the street and we got to the side of the road, man. We waiting on the tow truck, waiting on the police. Move the bikes to the side. No, we ain't doing that, player. We ain't doing that. With bikes right here in the middle of the road, you deal with. But anyway, like I said, I wear tennis shoes from time to time. I got my traveling clothes, my traveling boots, my traveling, summer boots, my traveling winter boots, and then I got, the shoes that I wear. I wear my Chucks, from time to time. I wear my, my tennis shoes from time to time. But you will never see me with nothing less than a Fullface helmet on. It's just hands down. So I appreciate all the calls. Don't forget, man, to support the channel. Your donations are needed. Cash App, $FHOHNIC. If this video has helped you or gave you some kind of listen, I am not the end all to be all. I'm just the person to initiate the conversation. If you look at it like that, if you say Big Cell don't know shit, and he don't. Big Cell ain't shit, and he ain't. Big Cell, who do you think you are? Nobody. But at least give me credit for starting the conversation. For at least give me credit for saying, damn, I ain't really see it like that, or this might be a different way to see it. At least give me credit for that. I'll take that. I ain't tripping nothing else. I'm not tripping nothing else, man. I mean, but at least give me my credit for that. I don't know everything. I'm not the guru. I'm not the god of motorcycling. I'm not none of that. But at least give me credit for initiating the conversation and giving you something to think about during the day or during the week or whenever you see this video. And just take that and run with it, because that's where the healing starts. That's where the knowledge starts. That's where the blessings start. That's where everything starts, from the conversation, from somebody initiating the conversation. And that is my job, to initiate the conversation, to initiate the thought, to give you different perspectives. I am, my word is not the only word, the most important word of the motorcycle set. But I will tell you this, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I know I ride my motorcycle. And I know I'll pull up on you for sure. You understand me? and I'm prepared to be wherever I'm at, whenever I'm at, wherever the fuck I'm at. So it is what it is. Call us, state your name, where you calling from.
D-Ray, Dallas, Texas.
What you got, D-Ray? What up, baby?
Not much, man. Hey, I was calling to let you know, man, I appreciate the show and what you're talking about on safety, because that's one thing I believe in is motorcycle safety. When I go out and ride, I have my full face helmet on, my leather boot, and my leather jacket. But one thing I hate, Phil, is in Dallas, Texas, man, we see a lot of cats out here that don't wear full face helmets or helmets at all. And to make it sad, they don't have regard for their life or the women life that they put on the back of their bike and don't put them on a full face helmet. So they weaving in and out of traffic. He don't have on a helmet and his passenger don't have on a helmet. And I think this is a great topic that you talking about right now today, because hopefully it will open the eyes of all these bikers that's putting these women on the back of these bikes that don't have no clue about their life or their safety, because they trust in this man with their life and he don't even have regards for his own life.
Well, I'm going to say this, man, because this going to be rough for a lot of motherfuckers, but dummies fuck with dummies. That's true. That just is, dummies fuck with dummies. Ain't no mother, ladies, bike week, pull up to a, if a motherfucker on a motorcycle don't put a helmet on you, he don't respect you. He don't love you. Just hands. And my wife, you can't say that. I love my wife, bro. Hey, again, I said it is what it is. If you don't agree, you don't agree. I ain't shit. I done told you that. I told you, fuck Sally, you don't know what he talking about. But understand this. If I love you, I'm going to protect you. You can't argue.
There you go.
You can't argue. If I love you, I'm going to give you the best possible chance at living. It's just.
Oh, yeah.
So it is what it is, man.
Still on top of that, if you love your kid, you'll protect their mother.
That part right there. So, man, appreciate the call, folks. Thank you for calling.
All right. Yeah. Have a good day, Phil.
You too. Hey, man. So it is what it is. That's my opinion on. I'm up and down with my emotions right now about this topic. But around me, that's what's required. Yeah. Don't wait to be a crash dummy. Protect yourself at all times. Give yourself the best possible protection you can. Period. Loud pipes save lives. It is what it is. Helmets give you a better chance at saving your life. Your eyes, your head, your ears, whatever. So, full face helmet, modular, full face. And I heard one of the saw in the comment, "Will you ride with your helmet up or with your shield up?" And look, bro, full face helmet. I don't give a fuck if it's a modular or not. Full face helmet, man. Call and state your name. Where you calling from?
It's Mo, Oakland, California. What's up, Sal?
What up, Mo?
Ain't too much to it, bro. I'm listening to it. I kind of tapped in late, right? But one of the things I wanted to mention is a lot of times, as we know, people jump into this culture without really getting the full knowledge of what they need to know. So in instances, in many instances, cats is just wanting to be cool. Let me jump in, man, put my peanut on so everybody can see what I look like, do what I do. I can hear my music better. I get it. I did it. You know what I mean? I had that phase, but I done had enough spills or run-ins to the point where I acknowledge that a full face is the best thing going because it protects your whole face. And if you need some air, just get you a modular. You know what I mean? You can raise that thing up.
That part. Well, at the end of the day, for me, Mo, man, like I said, a lot of people, you see people on here, "Oh, so you don't know everything," and I don't. I keep telling people I don't. I'm not the motorcycle guy. I'm not the guru. I'm not none of that. But I promise you, I am the initiator of the conversation. I promise you, I'm going to say the things that people won't say. I'm going to talk about the things that people won't talk about. So.
Without a doubt. I mean, think about this, right? Let me give you an example. Me, I probably only been on the set maybe a good 7-8 years now, still. But what I do know is like you, I really hit that pavement hard and I get it in. But I can recall an incident with my dude, Fast Black, and my first bike, clean as all get out. You know, music bumping, and he tell me, he said, "Hey man, what you wearing that for?" I said, "What?" I got on the peanut, right? He said, "Man, go put on the full face." And me being me, street dude, man, they can't tell me nothing. I ain't trying to hear it. But I took that stance because of me being ignorant, me being egotistical, and the ultimate thing was he been doing this. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a racer, and he been doing this, and he's saying, man, that ain't how you move, man. Protect yourself, man, and go put on the full face. And to this day, just so my dude know, I don't work nothing but that modular. You know what I mean?
Well, there it is.
But you know, I was coming into it trying to be fly, trying to be cool, let everybody see me, all that shit. But at the end of the day, that's cool. But you also want to protect yourself as well. You know, riding cross country and riding through these states, I got to have on them leather boots. And for me, I always get them original 501s, man, them hard ones that you can stand them up by the goddamn self. You know what I'm talking about?
That part, heavy starch, man.
Yes, sir. You jump about them and they standing up by themselves, man.
It is there, man. I appreciate the call, Mo, man. I really do, bro, for real.
Yeah, well, shit, keep pushing this knowledge, man. I appreciate you, big dog.
All right, Daddy-O. There it is there, man. Let me see. I had another Alabama, I think, call come in.
Hey.
Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
This is Dirty 151 calling back again.
What you got, Dirty?
I had a record 05, the boat. Listen the boat listen, right?
Okay.
I went down to 05. I had to get 4 implants. Cost me $4,000. Just have implants after my record 05.
Okay. Yeah. That's
so after that, Fullface now, even the club I'm part of, Vice President, we out with Fullface here.
There it is there, man. Appreciate the call back, Dirty.
All
right. My man Grip, FHO, one of the baddest. Dress for the slide, not the ride. Imagine that. Dress for the slide, not the ride, man. It is what it is. My man New York again, much love to you. I'm going to let y'all go, man. Like I said, it was an emotional day for me. And this helmet thing is just serious for me. It really is, man. Give yourself a chance at living, man. I love you guys all. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the donation. Don't forget, man, to hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend, man. And again, and just say, hey, this guy don't know everything, but he gonna give you some stuff to think about. You feel me? Hit the bell to be notified. Or hit the all button. You know, subscribe, tell a friend, share, do all that you're supposed to do so we can elevate the platform. Don't forget your donations via PayPal, fastharleysonly@gmail.com, or Cash App, $FHOHNIC, Cash App in the corner. My PayPal is over there. So for those that can see the video, it is what it is. But I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in as always. Man, I'm going to get my day started, man. Say, man, FHO in the building, man. We love you, man.
Big Sale, you a fool for this one. That's right. FHO. Shit. Let's roll. Huh? FHO. 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 Big Sale in your radio. FHO. 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 Big Sale on your radio. FHO. 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 Big Sale in your radio. FHO. Banger alert. Banger alert. Big Sale on your radio. Big Sale on your radio. Best podcast show since the Misfits couldn't carry on. But I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats known for text blasting. Get she on the rob. If you want action, 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep her back up playing custom wheels cracking. Big Sale can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Sale's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your your own lane. Respect others and accept the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South. This a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Sale on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Sale in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Sale on your radio.
That is there, man. Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations.
No doubt.
Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and let it ride, man. We gone, man. Gone, man.
What's up, Big Sale? This is your boy Pastor Nate from Enlightened Ministry Biker Church from Los Angeles, California. When we're not riding, we listen to FHO Podcast Radio.
Yo, this is Visions by Cinnamon Smiles. If I'm not advertising, networking, or promoting for you, I'm tuned in to FHO Radio with Big Sale.
Yo, man, it's your boy Big Sarge from Florida Chapter Soul Brothers, man. Y'all know how I get. I'm always listening to my man Big Sale from FHO Podcast Radio. You keep it motorcycle.
What up, y'all? This Big Punch from the motherfucking candy shop. We chilling over here with Big Sale, man, the FHO NICKEMMY, man. You know what I mean? All in alphabets, man. About to get all that shit going. Holla.
Yeah, knock it off. Sit your ass down.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
You think we playing?
And I ain't playing, no.
You better listen up.
It's the FHO Live Podcast, where the truth will be told. We promise you that.
What are you to my Uncle Big Sale in the FHO